everybody, I'm Cherie. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. I wanted to go over a little bit of a story with you all today. Something I wanted to share with you all because I share most of my life with you all. I feel like you're all my friends. But anyway, I'll share a little bit of something with you. As many of you all know, I was adopted when I was 8 months old. And I did find my birth family. As far as the kids that were put up for adoption, I had a brother, a full brother that stayed. Then I had another brother that was put up for adoption, taken by the state. And then 3 years later, I was born, and the state took me from the hospital. So the brother before me was put up for adoption. So I had no way of finding him because I knew nothing about him. My daughter did Ancestry.com, and anyway, she got a hit on there of a relative. And anyway, after some going back and forth and things and inspecting everything, making sure everything was right, I found my brother that was adopted too. And anyway, he was in a bit of shock too. He had not found the birth family part. But I really wanted to find him because I was an only child growing up, and having brothers and sisters was so important to me. And I did find some half-brothers and sisters, and there was one half-brother I really, really loved. His name was Donnie, and he passed away. We really, really clicked. But anyway, I just wanted to find him. I thought if I could just find him, that would be, everything would be complete then. And anyway, it took a few months for us to get in contact with each other. And anyway, let's see, not last weekend. I think it was weekend before last. I finally got to talk to him on the phone. I was so excited. Oscar and I had went to B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings, to watch the UK ball game. And I knew that if my brother called, he was going to call on Saturday or Sunday, and it was going to be somewhere around 2 o'clock-ish. So I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to hear him in this restaurant with this ball game going. So they have like an overflow room. So I asked them if I went into that overflow room to talk on the phone, would that be okay? I mean, there's no alarms going off if I open that door or anything. And she said, no, you can go in there and talk on the phone. So anyway, it was around 2 o'clock-ish, and my phone rang. Oh my gosh. I was so nervous, and I didn't know. Watch, I'm nervous now talking about it. I'm scooting all over the place. Anyway, I thought, oh my gosh, you know, so I answered the phone, of course, and we kind of introduced ourselves to each other, and it was just a little bit awkward, but I was so excited I didn't care. And I think I was more excited than he was. But I didn't care about that either because I was excited. So anyway, we talked for a long time, and come to find out he works for the Lord too, and I couldn't believe it. He does things like men's Bible group and stuff at a big church where he lives. He lives away from me, so it's a little bit of a drive to get to where he is. I hope to meet him one day, but anyway, you know, he had questions about our birth family and stuff, and we've shared pictures back and forth, and you could tell that me and my two full brothers looked similar when we were growing up. And anyway, I told him me and him was the best looking out of the whole bunch. I was just kidding. But anyway, he was like, man, he said, I should have had something prepared when I was talking to you. He said, I feel like since I'm your big brother, I should tell you something really profound or something. I said, well, that's all right. But anyway, he said, well, I guess I could just tell you, if anybody picks on you, then I'm going to beat him up, because he's 6'5". And anyway, I said, well, I don't know, I'm a pretty big girl. I might be able to beat you up. And he said, well, you might be. I better not pick on you either, he said. So anyway, we talked back and forth, and I've messaged him a couple of times. But I'm giving him a break till everything sinks in, I guess. I don't want to bother him. But anyway, you couldn't wipe the smile off my face. Oh, my goodness. And I told him, I said, don't feel bad because, we were put up for adoption because it was actually a blessing that God had a plan for us, that we didn't stay there, and He had a plan for us. And, and look, we're both working for God. So it shows you right there, He was using us from the moment we were born. And when I tell that story, it reminds me of something in a book series. It's not really a series, but a book that I read years ago, and I still go back to it. And you all may have read it too. It's called, by Rick Warren, The Purpose-Driven Life. And it's awesome and phenomenal. It tells about your purpose in life and encouragement and stuff. And the second chapter is called, You Are Not an Accident. In Isaiah 44:2, I believe it is. I am your creator. You were in my care even before you were born. It says, you are not an accident. Your birth was no mistake or mishap, and your life is no fluke of nature. Your parents may not have planned you, but God did. He was not at all surprised by your birth. In fact, He expected it. Long before you were conceived by your parents, you were conceived in the mind of God. He thought of you first. It is not fate, nor chance, nor luck, nor coincidence that you are breathing at this very moment. You are alive because God wanted to create you. The Bible says the Lord will fulfill His purpose for me. And I think of that all the time. I thought of that a lot when I went through this book years ago. I don't think I wrote what year I got this book, but it was, I didn't. I usually do. In this book, I did not, for some reason, write it in here. But I think I went through this, if I'm not mistaken, right after I found my birth family. But anyway, this is a great book series. I keep wanting to call it a series, but it's not really, I don't think, a series. Now, he might have had more than one book, but The Purpose-Driven Life is this one. And you can still get it, and it's still as good as it was when it came out. But anyway, it just shows you that, he said, you are so positive and you have such a positive outlook on things. I've never thought of things the way what you're explaining them to me. And I said, don't think of it as though we weren't wanted. They should have known better. And I forgive them, and I say that hesitantly because it is hard. It's like when you can't take care of children and, why would you have them and then have another one? I have a bit of an attitude about that I'm trying to work through a little bit, but my boy's wanting outside. You hear him over there whimpering like pitiful and everything. Gizmo, not right now. But, I'm working through that part, but God wanted us here for a reason, and God took us out of that. I told him we were blessed that the state took us out of that situation. We turned out really well, and we got very good parents, and they are my mom and dad, and he got good parents, and I think he even has a sibling that was adopted. But, you can't. Try not to find the bad in everything about your life. If there's things in your life that aren't good, try to think of the good things and the positive outcome. I mean, he works in a large church. That pastor is very popular. And he's leads one of the men's study groups there. And I couldn't believe it, And I'm like, you're kidding. I said, we sing. I have a YouTube Christian channel, and I have a Facebook group page. And I said, that is so phenomenal. I said, see, God had a plan for us the whole time. I mean, we turned out really good. And anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, that I did find my birth brother. And I was so excited. And I'm going to meet him one day, whether he likes it or not. So that's just how I am. I set my mind to something, it's going to get done. If I have to sit across the restaurant and spy on him or something. But he's stuck with me now, so... anyway, he's really nice, and we talked for about an hour on the phone, and anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you and let you know that If you are having a hard time in your life, whatever it might be, remember God has a plan for you. And it might not seem like it right now, but He does. And just keep that in your mind, that there's something on the other side of that. You're going to get through it, and there's something good waiting on you. So count it all joy, as it says in the book of James. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I'll be doing some more videos hopefully real soon. Oscar has to have shoulder surgery here in a couple weeks, but I think I'll still be able to do videos and stuff. His arm will be in a sling for a while, but I'll wait on him hand and foot anyway, so it's not going to be much different. But anyway, I just wanted you all to know that about me, to know that little bit of a story. And I hope to see y'all back here real soon. And I hope you have a blessed day. And remember to live, love, laugh, and laugh some more, because laughter's the best medicine. And I'll see y'all back real soon. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.